Hello, hi everyone, happy Sunday. I hope it's a weekend for you regardless of where you are. So, do you think there's a need to stay in high vibration all day long? Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm a mindset coach. I teach individuals mindset based on universal principles. So, yesterday I was talking about staying on a high vibration, and I've got feedback on the comment box, which is fantastic. And before I go on, if you're watching me for the first time, hi, welcome. Feel free to leave a hi in the chat box. If you're watching this on a replay, feel free to hashtag replay. And if you're wondering why am I coming on live, it's because I'm doing a challenge, and I like to come on every day doing these lives meaningful, like a digital journal, and I'll be happy when I have a look back a year later. So, warning, warning, because it's a weekend, right? You might want to have a nice weekend, you want to chill out. So, before you continue watching this live, I just want to let you know there might be not so happy vibes in this post, so you might want to be mindful as I continue with the topic which I wanted to touch on, because I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, I can't remember. Okay, but I remember yesterday I saw a feedback with regards to a post I made about staying in a high vibration all day. So the comment was, is there a need to stay in high vibration all day? So scientifically, the neuroscientists, the smarter ones, it wasn't from me, says that 95% of the time we are unaware of what we are doing. The mind takes control, and only 5% of the time we are conscious of what we are doing. So just like right now, if you're watching me, you're consciously watching, but are you giving me 100% of your attention? Maybe for a short while, but to your best ability, 5% of what you're doing, your mind is conscious about it. You're consciously making a decision, taking the action. And so when I say staying in a high vibration all day long, I believe that's a conscious decision. So that conscious decision will only take up 5% of your mind potential. You know, our mind is really that great. And it's interesting, and this is the part whereby it gets a bit not so good vibes, maybe, is that because 95% of the time we are unconscious of what we are doing, so we go through our habits, you know, our subconscious mind take over. And last night was a classic example. Just after I feedback to the comment about staying in high vibe all day long, I was thinking, yeah, staying in high vibe all day long is relative as well. All day long, everything is relative, and high vibe itself, what's high to me might be low to you, what's low to you might be high. So who knows, you know, that's firstly a relativity term. So there's nothing high or low unless you compare it to something. So as I was going to bed last night, and you know, we should minimize our screen time, right? Because there's blue rays and all. Research has shown that being exposed to too much blue rays before you go to bed isn't that great. But guess what? My subconscious mind took over, and I start to scroll my Facebook. Probably not the best thing to do, because I should calm my mind activity and go to bed. So as I was scrolling, I saw a news feed. It was a friend, a lady whom I know about maybe 4 years back. So I was a little bit surprised. Oh, I've not seen her for a while, and I'm surprised to see her post popped up. And her pictures caught my attention. I was like, she looks a little different. It looks like her, but I wasn't sure. I was thinking maybe it's her older sister. And then I read on, she actually posted to update that 5 weeks ago, she got a call from her doctors, and the doctor said she has a brain tumor, and actually not just a brain tumor, she has 2 brain tumors, like 2 parts in her brain. And now 5 weeks later, she has gone through the surgery. I think when I saw the post yesterday, it was her 4th or 5th surgery, and she was showing off a new hairdo with the insertion. And at that moment, you know, staying in high vibe is a conscious decision. I read the post once. The initial response would be like, oh my goodness, how could such a thing happen to her? She's a very independent lady. She has 3 boys that she has to look after on her own. Like, how does such a thing happen to her, right? It's brain tumor, not just 1 but 2. Then it was a conscious decision to see the good in it, because I just thought about staying in high vibration all day long and just before I go to bed. So I reread the post, and I was reading it. All I was consciously thinking about was that, thank goodness, she's also high, so she knows the power of her mind, like, thank goodness, right? And I was reading the post. She had loads of support from her friends, her family. They flew in, and she was constantly being supported emotionally along the way. And thank goodness, she managed to detect it early, and she managed to get the tumor removed. So staying in a high vibration is a conscious decision. Normally, I always like to say the old me reading this would feel like, oh, I would pity her, like thinking that she doesn't deserve it, she's so nice, why would such a thing happen to her? But because I was going to bed, and there's this thing about going to bed feeling good, because if you go to bed on a not so good vibration, it's just not the smartest thing to do. So I consciously reread the post and trying to see the good thoughts or the good side in this entire incident, right? So how do you consciously stay in a high vibration? I know the idea is to stay in high vibration all day long. We all want that. However, even for me, yesterday was a classic example. Our habit took over, our subconscious mind took over. When I read a post, like I say, it was not the smartest thing to do, to be exposed to so much blue-ray lights before I go to bed. But seeing that post, I consciously make a decision to see the good in it. And I went to bed feeling a little bit better. And today, I'm waking up feeling a little bit better. Even as I wake up, it's still a conscious decision to set the intention to have a great day, creating moments which I want to accumulate moment by moment throughout the day, so that I have a great day. And it's all a conscious decision. And coming up on live here is a conscious decision as well. Like, I want to consciously come on live to share something that's meaningful. So it's all a conscious decision until at some point in time it becomes second nature to you. Okay, so that's what I have for Sunday. I know it's not the light-hearted conversation, especially I bring along a post which some might not feel comfortable with it, so I put a disclaimer before I continue the story. But this is a classic example of how our subconscious mind can sometimes overrule, but it's our conscious mind, our intellectual mind, that has the ability to reprogram ourselves. And it does take some effort initially, but you get better at it. I'm still working on it. We're a constant work in progress. And even though I said that we can be happy all day long. The level of happiness can also be constantly increasing. It doesn't mean that, oh, today I'm a level 10 out of 10 and that's it, I'm done. No. There's always a new level 10 tomorrow. There's always something to strive to be better. That's what life is all about. And if you see me looking a little bit distracted, because guess what, I'm seeing butterflies outside my window. Again, there are 2 today. I think that I saw 2 different butterflies. Yeah, I like seeing butterflies because it always signifies something good, and that is a way to help me to raise my vibration. I like to see butterflies, the colors represent something. I like to just read up to see what it means, and it's just a small conscious intention to raise the vibration. Okay, so that's all I have today, and if there's anything that resonated with you, feel free to leave in the comment box, and I totally appreciate it if you want to clarify on certain concepts I have, because maybe some of the concepts I'm sharing, I'm so used to it, it's my view, and I was glad I had the feedback on whether is there a need to stay on high vibration every day, all day long. Is there a need? Of course, it's not a need, it's more of a want. And that allows me to come on live to elaborate a little bit more. And if you enjoyed what I've shared, I'd love to see you back with me live tomorrow. And if you know of someone else who might benefit from my sharing, feel free to tag a friend. As I said, these experiences that I'm having over the past few days is also, I would say, learning how to allow a new way of doing things. And this is also what I'm going to cover in 2 days time. Today is Sunday. On Tuesday, I'm actually doing a masterclass, Ask and Allow. I know it sounds simple, but really there are many layers to asking. There's a lot more layers to allowing, and yet it sounds so simple. But the good news is that ask and allow, the concept is not complicated. It's really simple, and once you have a better understanding of it, when I'm able to break it down to different layers, you see that it's such a simple concept. And my intention during the masterclass is anyone who comes on the masterclass, as long as they realize that if they are able to apply the ask and allow concept in their life, lots of improvements can happen. So the whole masterclass is really the intention to inspire you who's coming on the masterclass to want to make some slight changes, right? Some slight changes, some slight refinement. Maybe you are just not aware of it, but just some alignment, adjustment, and the huge, massive improvements can happen. So if you are interested in coming to the masterclass, it's absolutely free. I'll leave a link in the comment box. Or if you scroll through my personal page, you'll be able to see it. And I look forward to seeing you either live with me tomorrow or on my masterclass starting on Tuesday. It's much longer. I can go on for half an hour because concepts sometimes take a little bit more time to explain, but I'm coming on live. I'm keeping it shorter, just little bursts of information, and if I need to, I will explain it the day after. Like, I don't have to explain all at one go, but in the masterclass, I have a bit more time and I can go deeper on the concepts that I'm sharing. Okay, so that's it for today, for Sunday. I hope you have a great weather where you are. Where I am today, the weather looks good as well. And I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to check on what the colors of the butterflies mean. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow again. Take care. Bye-bye.